Good God evening. If there's ever a time that we need to have a prudent mind, it is now. That means you're going to have to walk wisely and circumspectly. And one of the things that I believe is holding a whole lot of us up is like I always say, we talk too much, share too much information, and we're not focused. So I want to make sure that you join us tonight. Our guest teacher is going to be Evangelist Dionne Crump, and she's going to be teaching in chapter 34 of Isaiah. I pray that you will look in there and see if there's one word that God is speaking to your heart about being prudent. What is that one thing that you would like to share with us? I pray that you will join us tonight at 7 o'clock p.m. Central Time and that you will invite someone. And why was this so important? Well, you see that I've given you an invite to be able to pray over the children before they go back to school. I'm looking at not only my grandchildren, but I'm looking at beyond children that are being lost in homes that have a form of godliness. And I believe that if we would come together and pray over the children, God can grace them as we stand in the gap. And so I hope that you'll be able to sign up to be a part of that and bring your child. There's going to be a limited amount, as you can see on the flyer. So I want to make sure that I get your child on the list, or your grandchild, or your niece, or your nephew, whomever that child may be. Will have different things for the babies as opposed to the children that are school age. And so I pray that you will be able to come. And I do need volunteers. So please let me know that you're willing to serve that day as well. And we will have refreshments. Just read the flyer. But let me get into this word prudent. What I really wanted to share with you about being a prudent mind, talk to you all the time about your thinking. Tonight, our teacher is going to share in her heart what God is speaking to us now about chapter 34 in Isaiah. And I'm going to give you that one word that I told you out of seven things that I believe that is going to catapult you for your pivot, as we talked on Saturday. Go back and listen to the playback on YouTube from Saturday. But prudent. Prudent is very important. Why is it, Dr. Murphy? Because now you're not only talking, you're acting and you're showing care about the thoughts of what's going on in your house, what's going on in your head, what's going on in your ministry, what God has, so graciously given you. That means you're going to have wisdom. You're going to be very, very cautious. When I started thinking about this word prudence, I thought about, whenever you're in a conflict, we got to have wisdom. Whenever you're talking to someone who's trying to tick you off, if you're not careful, you will be handled in a way that now you're acting just like them in your flesh. And then you'll be sorry, right? But what do I mean by being prudent, being wise? Well, look at the whole big picture here. And I'll share that about that tonight in that one word that God is giving me about real relationships, the things that we need to fight against. Sometimes we jump too quick. Sometimes we talk too much. We got to look both ways, weigh the differences. There are always two sides of the street of conflict. And so I want you to look both ways. I want you to weigh the difference and think about Proverbs 18 and 15. I'm reading the NASB version. The mind of the prudent acquires knowledge, and the ear of the wise seeks knowledge. So where are you? Are you truly prudent? Or are you still just at the gate talking? Do you really know how to determine what is authentic and what is fake? Prudence is proactive. Prudence is purpose driven. Prudence involves actively seeking wisdom, considering the potential of consequences that could arise. Prudence is a calculated risk taking action, right? Prudence shows the reasons and then you evaluate. You try to understand the complexity of the thing that is in your face, huh? Mimosa. And you know that it's not good. You know that it's not real, but you want to still be there. You need to be asking yourself, why am I thinking and being this way? You get overwhelmed with your emotions. You become idle. These places that make you be in this pressure zone, right? But prudence shows you to be cautious, not to be hesitant, but to be cautious, to make sure that you have a balance in your decisiveness. And of course, It's teaching you how to learn to have adaptability, to know what is God experience versus flesh driven, vainglory things that we desire versus what God really have intention for us. I gotta go. I pray you be on there tonight. I pray that you pay attention to the flyers that I'm sending out and make sure you sign up to bring those children. Because in a time like this, we better get to praying over these babies like never before, because the devil is flying stupid, crazy, and a loser. And what he really wants to do is to have our children to be in a place where they're so scared, they don't know what to do. They so scared, they don't know what to say. Mama, this one did that to me, or this one touched me, or whatever. They so scared. So we got to pray over these kids. I got a wonderful gift to give to them that they can wear. And I pray that you'll be there to pray with me with your seed in the gap as well. I love you all. I will pray that I hear you tonight.